Okay everybody, Luxinda Swirl here. We're going to try something different. I had hoped to do a different project today and I got it started, but then things went horribly awry. So let's put aside for the moment. I have some paint, some white paint I mixed up yesterday. Whoop, there we go, big cup of white. And I have some, excuse me, little containers I also mixed up yesterday. We have some pretty purple. You see that? Pretty purple. And some pearlescent yellow, which needs to be remixed. The pearlescent stuff settles. So that's a definite remix before you pour. And, oh man, I have some green. Beautiful, beautiful. Now I would call this Kelly green. I just think it's beautiful. I love this color green. So, these are, I'll put them here, made from Arteza. Back to my two paints that Santa Claus gave me. We have Arteza Mid-Green, it's called. And then this is the metallic, it's called Pearl Canary Yellow. And the purple is Mauve Pale, which looks just like purple to me. And the white is a combination of Artist Loft Titanium White. Floetrol is mixed into all of these, and then a little bit of white satin enamel from Deco Art. So what I'm going to do, I found these outside in my yard, 6 or 7 of these tiles, ceramic tiles. I'm guessing a previous owner of this house who liked to leave his or her leftovers from various flooring projects out in the woods that's part of the property. Didn't know what else to do with these, so he or she put them out there, and I found them recently when I was walking around out there, and I thought, hey, I can pour on this. It's free, and it's a nice size to pour on, whoops, and we'll give this method a shot. So I'm going to start by just pouring out some white. Just, not all of it, there's still some in the cup because I want to use it again. And then I'll spread it around, link in the description, Amazon. Put this over here. It's silicone. So any paint that's on it will just peel off. So we're going to spread this around, just make a nice background of it. I don't want to push it all off. That's not the goal here, although some will come off the edge, definitely. But mostly I just want to give the other paints I'm going to put on top of it a nice white fluffy painted background to flow on. I didn't bother taping the back of this. You could, if you were going to sell it, I would advise that because you'll get drips on the back. Otherwise people use painter's tape on the backs of these tiles. This is bigger. Most people go with the smaller 4x4 tiles to start, or for coasters. I'm not going to do a coaster. I'm just doing something today because I wanted to try Dutch pour and I didn't want to use a canvas. I have a limited number of those, and like I said, this was outside in the yard and it's free. Put some little bits of paint, and again, I'm just trying this for the first time. We're going to put some rounds of paint on our canvas, as it were, our tile. The magic happens, as they say, in a moment. Well, hopefully it happens. We'll find out. I'm using my blow dryer. I do not have a specific diffuser mechanism. You can purchase them. I have not done so yet. I was thinking I'd just give this a try first. Okay, now we're going to put a little more, oops, wrong cup, more white in the middle. Just a little bit. And some more white around the edges. The idea, as I understand it, is to sort of cover up the colors with the white and then just blow the heck out of the whole thing with your blow dryer and get some really nifty looking effects. So we'll see how this goes. Let's see what happens. There we go. I've seen people do this too, and if there is a certain amount of extra control added here. I think I may have too much white. Usually that's not the problem. But I'm not seeing a whole lot of color coming out, so let's try adding some more color here. Because why not? I don't know what I'm shooting for exactly. I have heard people, just somebody I watched this morning say less is more, and I get that, but at the same time, I want something. I think I need the diffuser for the hairdryer. Now I know. I like this. Fluid art is often unpredictable. There are people, obviously, who do this a lot and start to get the hang of what creates what. I am not one of those people yet. Maybe someday, I'm hoping. I see a glop I have to get out. We're going to try this. I'm using a straw. This will allow me to blow more specifically than just breathing on it the way I was. Sort of like if I had a diffuser to put on the end of my blow dryer, like I need to get, obviously. So let's see what happens when I do it this way. Yeah, that's more interesting. My white may have been too heavy. I thought I made it a lot less thick consistency than the colored paints, but next time I need to make my white thinner so that it doesn't cover up everything. Now this is usually the part where I'm watching somebody's video and I say to them, even though they can't hear me, stop, for the love of God, stop. Okay, I'm going to call it a day here. I think it's beautiful the way it turned out. It was not what I was going for, but I really like it. I'll bring you down for a close-up, and then I'll bring you back to see the dried picture tomorrow. Hang on. Here is the lower right-hand corner. And the upper right-hand corner. And over to the left-hand corner. I don't know why I do that with my voice. And down to the lower left corner, which I need to touch up there on the corner. So it's got white paint on it. I will do that in a moment. And there's the bottom edge. And there is the entire, there we go, the entire piece. Thanks everybody. I'll be back to show you the dried version a little later. Okay folks, so here we are. It has dried overnight. I have to say, the more I look at it, the more I really like it. At first I just thought it was a, you know, colorful kind of hot mess, but I actually really enjoy looking at it. There we go. Needs to cure for a couple weeks. If I were to put resin over it now, it would probably reactivate the paint and just really make a true hot mess out of everything. It wouldn't look like this anymore. So I will wait a couple weeks and I will put a coat of resin over it, which will make it look wet again. It'll make all the depth of everything pop like it's freshly poured. And it will dry that way so it looks like it has a layer of clear glass on top. I will see you in the next video.